Hello there. Welcome to Friendly Geordie's Shawarma Edition FM, aka Shawarma FM.
This feels more like AM now than FM, but continue.
What do you mean? Oh, the way I'm speaking?
Yeah, it's like the way you're speaking, the content in general. It's more AM content.
That is very true. AM. What would AM be
because
like?
Because FM is supposed to be we are young guys trying to entertain you. AM is like we're just gonna shit on immigrants for a while, and let's be real, we're AM. the switch that one has to make internally from FM to AM is very difficult. But sorry, continue. I'll be quiet.
No, don't be quiet. That's very funny. That's very funny. They're bringing too many. No. Welcome to another edition of Shawarma FM with my fellow host Schwarm.
Your ma.
Yo ma. Actually, just quickly, did you see someone had a really funny suggestion though? Like you should call the
you sent me that
HSP.
Yeah.
What was it?
Like it was just some really wonky name.
No, but it was like Yugoslavian, and
yeah.
I'm very hungover, so I can't think right now. But it was something. It wasn't this. But
and
it was something,
I am sober as.
But it was something
which tells you who has a more rock and roll life.
It was more like Hezbollah, Yugoslavia, or some shit. I took a photo of it.
Yeah, you sent me. I've got it.
I'm curious. I really want to know now. What was it? This isn't good for radio, is it? Me just stopping.
It's great for AM. Don't worry.
It was something very funny. I
have it. If you want me to bring it up.
Yeah, bring it up.
You sent it to me.
Oh, dude, I've got more memes.
Well, you should have sent them before.
Shit.
We'll keep them from next time.
Okay, next time.
Look, we have many podcasts that we have to do.
That's true.
So we'll have
find what he said. I want to see. I think it was very funny. It was HSP. I don't know what it stood for though.
Did you send it to me on Facebook?
I think.
What an intro, miss. What an absolute intro.
All right, while he's finding it, here's my real intro. Thanks for joining us. Blah, blah, blah. Jordan's away still. If you haven't figured that out, then you're a dummy.
No, he's right here.
Yeah, he's right here. Sorry. But just for you all, I'll play 10 seconds of this. This is my latest obsession. I'm obsessed with this music. And I don't think it'll be copyrighted. Yes. Long intro. There we go.
It's a good song, but I'm telling you that maybe it gets copyrighted and all of this is gone from the intro. But dude, also you unsent it to me. What the hell?
It doesn't matter.
Too late.
He's called Sin Sissamouth.
Mm-hmm.
I did a deep dive. He was around he's Cambodian, and he was around in the like 60s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and they called him like the Cambodian Elvis. He was a badass and he was making this awesome old music. And then the Khmer Rouge got in power in the 70s and disappeared him.
Oh, no.
They killed his ass. They don't know for sure, but he just disappeared. And I
think they killed everyone's ass.
They killed I killed him. I looked into that. There was like 1 million people.
Man, I remember.
1 million deaths.
1 million. But I also remember like reading this tidbit. While reading up on Cambodia. And this was the most devastating thing I've ever read in my life. Mm-hmm. At one point, the government wanted... They were like rewarding people for killing the opposite side.
Jesus.
And so the idea was, I can't remember exactly how much money you got, but like, let's say you killed someone, there was certain money involved in it. Now, but the thing was, then they started like, people started coming up to them and said like, oh, I killed 200 people. And so they're like, well, what's the evidence? Like, I don't have evidence, but I killed 200, you pay up. So they're like, okay, now the new rule is, if you kill someone, you have to bring their hand. You have to chop off their hand and bring it to us. Dude, you know what they started doing? They would just go into random villages, start killing people, bringing their hand for money.
I have to say this, right? The Khmer Rouge. They were commies. It was a communist takeover, right?
Indeed, yeah.
Can you just hear me out here, right? Mm-hmm. Or everyone that is like hard into communism and stuff.
Enough of Zoran hate, okay? It's called
I'm supporting Zoran. But
yeah, but also like it has nothing to do with communism.
yeah,
you know?
that's the argument. But like, if you fall off a horse 10 times, at some point you have to blame the horse.
Yeah,
there is a
but like
connection.
every horse is dirty. You do realize that.
I know, but bro, like,
There's no horse, including some of the very noble symbols that you wear across your chest. There is no horse that is clean.
noble, like you said, noble.
Yeah.
Just hide that. Yeah, that's right. I can't.
But I'm not like necessarily shitting on that. But you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. But I'm not, you're talking about religion. I'm talking about governments.
Yeah. Oh, like you're saying communist governments are more inclined to do this?
Yes.
I would disagree with that.
How?
Because there's plenty of non-communist governments that have done equally horrendous stuff.
Example, what Iraq war and shit.
Indonesia, they killed 1 million communists in
Really?
over 1 million communists. Indonesia, our neighbors.
When?
During Suharto, 60s.
You're kidding.
I want to say 65.
Damn.
Over 1 million people.
Really?
By the way, not because they were fighting a guerrilla war, but for suspected of being communist.
Fuck. So it goes the opposite way as well.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
So it's just so really it's just power.
Yeah, there you go. A brutal cocktail of power and money is what usually.
And the ideology is secondary.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
And like the
fair
idea
enough.
that like you kill millions of people, you can understand where that comes from. The thing is, you have two rival factions that are fighting one another.
It's a war.
One faction gets a bit more powerful than the other ones, but the other ones don't give up because it's about their honor and their thing.
Yeah.
And then always the slightly powerful faction will have this crazy idea, let's just kill them all.
But it's
Like that's a very common thing that happens.
But it's always innocent people that die.
Yeah, obviously they face the brunt of it because they're the easiest to.
They killed the Cambodian Elvis, man. That guy has. I've been listening. My hack is I've been listening to this music. I'm like, bro, you don't really have to go on holiday. If you just close your eyes in your room and listen to this, it's like, oh, I'm in Bali. I'm in Cambodia. I'm in Vietnam. And like,
But you don't want to be there because you might get killed by the Khmer Rouge.
Well, then. Also, can I give you another little tidbit that I think you'll enjoy?
Go on.
This is
It's not that we have segments to cover.
Do we?
We do, but anyway, this is more important.
Sorry. I just think you'll find this interesting. So we finished our record, Forest Hall.
Congratulations, by the way.
We did the artwork, shot the...
Dude, I also underestimated nearly how much effort goes into like putting a music album.
It's so much. You have no idea. It's ridiculous. So much money too. But we finished it. So it's being mixed. So we'll have our first single out in probably January and then rolling. You know, the stuff you roll.
Do you have a Christmas one?
No. It's not going to
Come on. You should have done it.
No one listens then.
What do you mean, Christmas?
No one's going to engage with the song.
Oh, because they're like, we already have Michael Bublé. Get the hell out of here.
It's the silly season.
Yeah.
So, but I think you'll just like, this is random. And I haven't told anyone, but like, I haven't told Tu this either, but like, I was when I used to go walk the dogs and stuff, her mum would like blast she would blast like Vietnamese karaoke music that she would sing along to. And
very surprising fact.
And I like recorded some, not of her singing, more just the beat.
Oh yeah.
And it's on the album.
It's on the album.
It's on the album.
You and Billie Eilish's producer just find music everywhere.
Yeah, but it's pretty cool that it's like it finishes with that.
Yeah.
Just sort of like,
except that you just actually pick music.
What do you mean?
Do you think you'll get copyrighted for stealing Vietnamese music?
No, bro. Like it's like some beat that is probably generic and not owned by anyone, and it was recorded on an iPhone through a window. I don't think, and it's subtle. Yeah. But anyway, so like a bit of that vibe is in the album. So
that's pretty cool.
Kind of cool, right?
So it has an Oriental vibe to it.
Yeah, it's like the end. Yeah. Anyway.
Cool. Well, we're excited for it, miss. And, you know, we know how much effort you've put into countless nights of drinking and ketamine. You know, so we really hope this one, like, you know, reaches the sky and Zeus himself listens to the tunes.
And who are we seeing tonight?
Jack. But we'll get to that at the end because let's start with the first segment. So this one is an interesting one. There's a new opposition leader for New South Wales.
Is it?
Something that you care a lot about, I know, Miss Love. So hold your horses.
I've been really holding out on this one.
Yeah. So her name is, she's a first-term MP, and her name is Kellie Sloane.
Okay.
And Kellie Sloane used to be a journalist before. She was a journalist, then became a CEO of a company.
Okay.
And now she is the leader of New South Wales for the Liberal Party.
Fair enough, I guess.
And what I have been reading about this is what the Murdoch media / main what's it called?
She's great.
The main shit media?
Main scheme
media. Is saying that like Chris Minns is very disappointed that she's become the leader.
Why?
Because Chris Minns wanted the other guy to stay on because he would have beaten him in an election.
Yeah, because
I have a feeling he'll beat her too in an election. Yeah,
you reckon?
Yeah, man. I think and I really do admire that about Australians, which is that they don't really get rid of someone that quickly.
What do you mean?
They want to give them a full shot before they ridicule them and tell them they're useless.
Yeah. Do you reckon they are like that? We have had a lot of one-term people, bro. That's more backstabbing.
Yeah, a little bit of backstabbing involved.
We have one term if it's their own party.
Yeah,
that's cool. What journal, what organization was she a part of?
Actually, I know that she's from the moderate section.
Xi Jinping
of the Liberal Party,
right?
And I'm gonna get more details on her.
Yeah, please.
But please, because you were dying to know.
Well, I didn't know.
Okay, first of all, hot or not? The main question.
Jesus Christ.
And I have a feeling
for International
that
Men's Day,
this will be unanimous.
Yeah. Hot.
Yep, and it is unanimous indeed. Mm-hmm. Of course, journalists are that's one of the things that you need in Australia to be a journalist, right? Like either a bald head or like a hot woman.
Pretty much.
That's the only way you can do it. I don't know why they love like bald heads.
Yeah, I guess they're like older or something.
Okay, so she was born in 1973 and on 5th of January, so her birthday's coming up.
Okay.
She was a member, she was the health minister.
She was a member of the Khmer Rouge.
So she was the shadow health minister and shadow minister for environment.
Yeah.
Sloane was a charity CEO and television journalist. She was a presenter on the 9 Network's Nightline.
Okay. And
was also briefly an interim co-host on the Today Show in 2007.
Okay.
She grew up in Tanuda, South Australian town.
Right. Why do we don't care? Who cares about all this information?
Because how do you become the leader of the opposition of New South Wales when you're born in Tanuda, South Australia?
Well, you have to be from New South Wales.
No, you don't have to be. But I'm just being like, pissy for no reason.
Yeah. Look, you know how you get in? You
so she's from wine territory.
Yeah. A lot of whining.
And she went to South Australia, University of South Australia in 1996.
Okay.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I'll just read some of her views according to Wikipedia.
Okay.
In 2023, Sloane opposed the plan to turn a direct service station in Rose Bay into a Woolworths.
That's good.
Why?
She opposed it.
Yeah, she opposed it. Sorry.
Because
I thought she lobbied.
No.
Woolworths supermarket and apartment block, arguing that the development would be an unprecedented extension of corporate and commercial site into a residential area.
She's as they say, a wet, right?
Yep.
Is that right?
Yep. Yeah, she is. Sloane opposed Rose Bay housing development plan proposed by Chris Minns, arguing that the suburb was lacking critical services such as major supermarket, transport links line, and could not support increased population. Her position has been criticized by members of Sydney Yimby movement.
Right.
So there's two ways of looking at it. On one hand, you could argue that she's looking out for the neighborhood. I mean, if you don't have enough bike stands, well, how can you get bike users? Mm-hmm. or she could just be representing like elite interests,
It's probably that.
which is like we don't want poor people here.
Let's be real. It's probably that.
It's probably that.
Yeah.
So make up your mind.
Which is also, look, I have no problem.
Oh, here we go. This will actually tell us more, give us a clue to what her motivation was.
Yep.
She publicly opposed the completion of Woollahra railway station along the rezoning that would allow higher density development. So she is opposing the infrastructure that she claims is lacking.
Ah, hypocrite.
Hypocrite indeed.
Yeah.
So now we know she does represent elite interests.
There you go. We got to the bottom of it.
Even though she clarifies that she's pro-housing and called the development of new metro lines a policy champion.
Pro-Hamas.
She's pro-Hamas.
Yeah, sorry, go on. Pro-housing.
That's it. Her husband was an advisor to John Howard. Her family lives in Centennial Park, Sydney, which in my view is the best place to live, I think, in Sydney.
Centennial Park, isn't that a park?
Yeah, but there's like
homeless.
there's like apartments and housing around it.
Oh.
Dude, I reckon that's like the best location.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
You're so close to the city, but you're not in the city. Yeah. Your view is literally a massive park where Mark Wahlberg comes and plays every now and then. And
you're right.
I think it's actually sorry, that's just my own thing.
Yeah.
I look at that area and go, one day if I'm rich, I tell you, one day if I'm rich, this shitty shoebox is gonna be mine.
Exactly. I can go to Fox Studios and watch Shrek 13. Okay, yeah, fair enough.
So she's like a Malcolm Turnbull, a hot Malcolm Turnbull.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing because it seems like they're in New South Wales state, they're doing the opposite of nationally, which is no zero emissions, moving more to the right. So it's, I assume that the elections in New South Wales, because so many Teals got in, they saw that and were like, yeah, let's just be Teals.
Yeah, I think you're right, and I think she has potential. By the way,
yeah, and also
I don't know,
and also state government, man, like, they don't really do
low
shit.
risks.
They don't do shit. Like they do stuff, but they basically.
I mean, they do things.
No, they do things, but like, bro, no one cares. No one cares. Like,
that's true.
like really, what do they do, bro? When there's like a suspected bombing, they come out and go, "We are unequivocally against this," and then they just introduce laws that like tighten freedom of speech.
Yeah,
they just like tighten online laws, which basically means like we can put you in jail now for.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
No, you're right.
Okay.
Well, I'm getting on that train too, mate.
Oh, really?
As the hair grays, the views get redder.
What do you mean?
Nothing. What I mean to say is that I actually think she has potential and she could definitely be a viable candidate.
Is that empty?
No, there's some in it if you want some.
Send it.
Well, grab it.
May I?
Yes, you may.
Sorry.
But what the Liberal Party, some in the Liberal Party are criticizing this move for is that they're saying she's not ready. She's a first-term MP. She is very new. They say that she doesn't have the political experience to be able to handle the kind of red-hot questions that New South Wales state legislature gets asked.
Will she be able to decide between Caesar salad or the poached chicken in the Parliament cafeteria?
Is she going to be for the Caesar salad, or does she have a liking for hummus?
It's a debating club.
It's a debating club.
What are they on about? Who cares?
And I think the fact that she was a journalist, I think if you have some experience in journalism, it's so helpful in politics.
Way helpful.
Because, like, if you think about it, most politicians, all their life, they're just appeasing their boss, really.
Yeah.
If they were, like, lawyers, then they're appeasing the partners. If they were in some other kind of... If they're in bureaucracy, they're really just trying to, like, appease the minister or their bureaucrat boss.
Yeah.
It's only when they get into this capacity and all of a sudden they're like, oh, now I have to appease the people.
Yeah.
But I never really developed skills to do that because I am a cog in the machine.
Yeah, I think on principle, it's not what a politician should be, like, passionate about civics and civic duty, but like, let's be real. It's mainly, I think the line between journalist, politician, lawyer, it's all blurred. It's all the same thing. It's all like, speaking well, presenting well, and doing gotchas. That's it.
And podcasters. I think podcasters, dude,
Maybe.
they have a huge advantage.
I couldn't be, I mean, I shouldn't say that about.
Comedians have a massive advantage in politics.
Yeah, exactly. 'Cause it's like the quickness.
Yeah, it used to be considered a bad thing.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Now it's changed.
now it's like such a huge advantage.
It's like
It's so
PR.
hard to hate someone that you find funny. It's impossible to do it.
It's a good point. It's a good point. I shouldn't throw lawyers in there though. Actually, being a lawyer.
Nah,
is-
throw 'em, dude.
No, but dude, I've been in court and like, dude, lawyers actually just shuffle through papers and go like, my learned friend did not reference, the New South Wales Blue versus the Queensland Maroons in the case of the flipped 4-20 in 1998. That's hard. That
Wow,
shit.
you're ready for it.
It's hard, huh?
Mesmerized.
No, but
It's not that hard.
it's a lot of sifting through papers.
Yeah, it's a lot of like
It's a lot of-
getting your juniors to sift through pages.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you do what?
I think the skill, the most supreme skill that a barrister, which is someone that you're referring to,
Yeah.
has, more than their ability to research,
Good coffee making skills.
it's, well, if you work for them, then yeah. But it's finding, actually, again, something that like journalists do, it's finding angles.
Right.
It's actually a creative process more.
Okay.
Like there's a lot of work
like
into it, and there's a lot of like going through like stupid details. I agree with that. But for many barristers, it's the solicitors that are doing that. Their job is to, first of all, they have the experience of like presenting cases, so they know how things work in court, which is a skill that they possess from like their experience. But more than that, it's to like utilizing the information that's provided by a solicitor and to create a story. They're actually like heaps
Okay,
creative.
so I was right. It is kind of just angles and like
Which is what I mean is like you kind of, it's a skill that some people possess.
yeah,
you know?
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean all those lines do blur, but I don't think that's a good thing either, man. Like put it this way, I don't think it's good that being a journalist is helpful for being a politician. I think that's a problem, but it is the situation we are in. I mean, Trump had no qualifications. So it's like, I'm not surprised it is what it is, but like I prefer it if it was someone like Albo that was just like, grew up in a household, got into politics so his mum could eat bread, like he's fighting for the working man that likes to drink a lot of beer, But unfortunately, it's just not how it goes,
It's true.
But like, is it a smart move? Yes.
I think so. I think they needed some jigging up, and I do think that she has the potential to
Yeah.
be a viable candidate to run against Chris Minns.
Yeah.
But we'll see that as this is a developing story. So exciting that the
Hot.
yawns don't stop. Let me bring something. Let me Miss Love. Let me bring it to your area of
I'm
expertise.
only yawning because I haven't slept, but
Yeah.
go on. Yeah. Sorry.
Apparently, Kevin Spacey is homeless, bro.
Get absolutely screwed.
So Kevin Spacey,
You're
it's
kidding me.
Yeah, so Kevin Spacey is so he's saying that, after the sexual assault allegations and things, I lost my home because
What?
there was so many bills that I was paying and there was no money incoming. So he
know the
sold his
feeling.
house.
Yeah.
And now he's saying that I just live from Airbnb to Airbnb because I'm following money. So anyone that offers me some kind of work, and dude, this is the
What?
work that he's
Oh
doing.
my God.
So apparently recently, the costs in the 7 years have been astronomical. I had very little coming in and everything going out. I'm living in Airbnbs. I'm going where work is. I literally have no home.
Oh my
That's what I'm
God.
attempting to explain.
Bro, just serious question.
Yeah, but sorry, one
Okay,
second,
go
one second. So then he does. Okay, so this is the sort of thing that he does now. He performed recently at Park Lane Luxury Collection Resort in Cyprus. And the tickets range between $290 to $1,400. The evening was promised to be an experience for fans that they wouldn't forget. The advert reading, with elegance of Sinatra, the wit of Dean Martin,
Oh my God.
and career that spans decades of unforgettable performances, Spacey brings a voice and presence that is simply unmatched. It's not just a concert, it's an evening of stories. Apparently, this was a massive disaster
Why?
where Kevin Spacey was just sitting there and just being like, yes, no, yes.
God.
So that's the sort of shit that he needs to do to earn money. Cypress does not care, eh?
Nah, I can't imagine. I've seen a video of him singing and he's not good.
Freaking Spacey.
I've seen him doing something with an orchestra and he's not good.
It would be like a difficult reality. You know, like after speaking like two, I got like a glimpse of what A-list Hollywood celebrity lives are.
What is it?
And you are just like treated as a superior person. And like everyone is just, the whole idea is like everyone needs to make your life as easy as possible. And so when you start living in that, your expectations for life become that too.
Definitely.
And dude, this guy was famous in the freaking 70s and 80s, you know? So he would lived the good life in a period where there was no accountability. And all of a sudden someone's telling him like, hey, you know, you can't sexually assault people. It's like, what do you mean you can't sexually? I've been doing it since the 60s.
Yeah.
It would be a difficult transition.
It would be very difficult.
And he's still not in his right frame of mind, because this is what he says.
I'm not guilty.
No, not that he's, well, he says that. But it also says, this all can end. All that needs to happen is if Martin Scorsese or Quentin Tarantino call Evan, his manager, tomorrow, and it will be all over.
Well, give him a star role.
Yeah, give him a star role, and then he's gonna make and he thinks like it'll just be back to.
Yeah, I mean, like, what's funny is like I know that Tarantino has been known to revive old sort of failed actors' careers. Like, he made John Travolta cool again. He made, I don't know.
Yeah, but John Travolta was accused of making bad movies.
Exactly. Like,
not sexually assaulting people.
And also, like, I wouldn't put it past Quentin Tarantino to hire sort of like racy actors with racy past. But the thing is, I don't think he's even a fan of his work. So it's like,
and I don't think he is particularly that good of an actor either.
Oh, people, I don't know, man. They said in House of Cards he was really good.
I saw House of Cards.
Apparently he was amazing.
I don't think that couldn't have been done by anyone else.
Really?
I just thought Spacey was a little bit overrated.
I think he was pretty good. I mean, he's good in that what's that movie?
A Beautiful no, that was Russell Crowe. He plays like a schizophrenic in one where he's like really big. Yeah.
No, the murderer one I'm talking about with Brad Pitt.
Oh, Seven. Yeah, that was a good one.
That was.
But
awesome.
Again, Seven was Brad Pitt and who's the Morgan Freeman? Was it?
Yes. But that guy was the villain, and he was good in that
role.
But
I think he played villains. Okay, I'm gonna say something. I don't know a lot about him. Maybe he's like, whatever. But like, I think he played villains well because he was kind of a villain.
Yeah.
Like he never, and even House of Cards, he wasn't like.
Yeah, he was a villain.
Yeah, I think like, and that sort of, so he was menacing.
Yeah, menacing.
But like when in your actual life, you're kind of menacing as well. That loses its effect.
But what did he actually do? Didn't he just like have his way with like what, a
15-year-old boy, apparently.
What did he do though? Because he said he didn't do anything, right?
Yeah, and in fact, to be fair to him, there was some case which he got exonerated on.
All of it, or just that?
All of it, I think.
So he's not.
But I don't know a lot about. I think the case. It's hard to prove stuff that happened 40 years ago.
Did he like touch his bottom or something?
Again, I don't want to say something, but I think he went all the way.
Well, Jesus.
But he claims it was consensual. Well, and people claim
that's still
he's
illegal.
15 or 16,
still,
you know.
That's illegal.
He claims, Kevin Spacey, like his entire thing until now, from day one, has been like, I'm just getting targeted because I'm gay.
He's gay?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I mean, targeted because I'm gay.
Or maybe bisexual, but like, and he still says that. He said that my biggest mistake was that I never came out earlier. Not that like I was doing fuck shit, but like I didn't come out early enough for my side of the story being known to the public.
When did he come out? I didn't even know he was...
Like after the accusations, apparently. I think everyone knew that he went both ways because of, obviously, if he's like grabbing people and stuff. But he officially came out after the accusations.
He probably won't be in the Epstein files.
What do you mean? Why?
Maybe he is. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, it'd be funny.
He could be, dude.
It'd be funny if he came out being like, well, I wasn't in that. But look, I mean, that Hollywood's just fucked. Like, I don't know. It seems like, I don't know, man. Like, look, what's interesting is some people do get exonerated. Like, what's his name, Louis C.K. But
first of all, Louis C.K. wasn't exonerated because there was no case against him.
It wasn't the same.
He also he did seedy shit, but he always asked me.
And he wasn't. And he didn't like physically touch them, right?
No, he jerked off in front of them.
Pretty intense, but.
And not in front of minors, which I think is a massive, massive like plus for Louis C.K.
Yeah. What did? So this man came forward and said when I was 15, and he's not denying it. He's saying like
he's saying it was consensual.
Yeah, but
I
it was
think.
still kind of illegal.
Or I think he claims that he doesn't remember one of the two. Can't remember, dude. This is like from 2018.
Look, I feel like I guess I feel bad for him a bit.
No, I don't. I don't feel bad for him. And the point isn't that I brought this up to.
Yeah.
I think there's also like his attitude has always been a bit off about this whole thing.
He seems like a bit of a creepy guy.
He seems like a bit of a creepy guy.
But I will say,
creepy guys need to know you're creepy, bro.
I think he is a good actor, though. I will say that. I think I disagree with your acting. I think he's a good actor, but like, you know what I will say is like, you know how he's complaining. It's like, man, why didn't you like sell your mansion, buy a little tiny apartment in LA? Then you don't have to.
I think that's also part of it, dude. Like the problem is like the transition from what I'd imagine would happen if you're a big superstar and then all of a sudden you get accused. You're firstly in denial, right? So I think the smart thing would be, my revenue is about to dry up and I need to ensure whatever I have, how I can utilize this in the best way possible, because I'll have like legal costs building up. And so like, what investments can I, but I think in reality, if you're like earning millions of dollars, like the first thing you do is like you go and deny and you're like, no, I'm still top dog. Yeah. I'm going to spend money.
See, that's the like inner Croatian with me. I'm like, okay, times are tough. I'll eat sardines for 8 years.
But times are tough because maybe you lost your job kind of thing. Not times are tough because like you are being, canceled by the public.
I can't imagine how rich he would have been, right?
I think the smart thing would be for him to, first of all, not like justify his behavior. And then also just like sort of go into hiding. Like just lay off. But his thing was he also did like another weird video where like he's pretending that he was in character
and he was like, I'll be back.
And then he's also like referring to sexual harassment as if like it was all wrong and he's gonna be back. And like he's playing a villain in the show and he's like saying I don't know, man. Like
that's really weird.
He's an intense character.
I'm just gonna Google him because like what do you like. But you know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of that. He's a very like, what do you call it? He's like a product of he seems to me to be a very 90s, like, it's like he seems like one of these guys that didn't change with the times. Like, I think he still thinks it's like 1995 and it's like, it's not anymore. Like, it's not like you can't just do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Because let's be real, bro. You could do whatever you want.
Yeah.
You were like...
it is... I am nostalgic for a time when there was like... But look, even though I do sort of like reminisce over the times when like, you could be God. But at the same time, I do understand that like some of the behaviors of the time could be retired.
Yes.
Like there was a lot of unnecessary advances that...
Yeah. I think that like probably as time goes on, more and more stuff will come out from Hollywood that is like bad.
Yeah.
Because it seems like they were kind of like untouchable. You could do whatever you want, and like, dude, I'm just waiting for something to happen to Leo. Something's gonna happen, bro. How is he squeaky clean? How?
Because look, man. The other thing is like if you are not going for minors, and if you're not like if you just accept consent, I think you won't be canceled.
Sure.
Like what you will be doing is like, oh, he's a seedy guy. He always goes for younger girls.
Yeah.
Like none of those offenses, like
It's not, it's not illegal, and it might be a bit like uncouth.
So unless like Leo was doing some seedy shit, and let's be real, dude, this Me Too movement has been going on for a while. If Leo had some skeletons in his closet, they would have come out.
I think the Leo, like what he does is like he screws models in the air.
Which I feel like you should be allowed to do if you're Leo, as long as it's consensual.
Sure.
Like, what else do you expect Leo to do? Like, work at soup kitchens?
I mean, I don't know. I get what you're saying.
Man, there's a lot of women that would want to willingly sleep with Leo.
That's true. I mean, it's quite funny that Leo does just like, if his girlfriend turns 25, he's like, bye. That's pretty. It's still kind of strange behavior.
Which I don't think he does. He actually do that? It's not age based.
It is.
Also, like I don't understand how if you get older, how can you be entertained by 21-year-olds?
I don't
which
know.
Is a skill that Leo has because I couldn't do that, dude.
No, me neither.
Dude, if someone tells me now, I'm not even as old as Leo. If someone tells me now, 21. You have to exclusively date like 18 to 21, I'd be like, man, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Like, I want to have fun doing this.
Yeah,
it's going to be a chore.
What would you talk about?
Like, I don't know, Bluey?
Yeah, Blue. Literally. Yeah, true. I almost don't envy. I wouldn't. I wouldn't want to be in that world. It just seems a bit. I mean, I guess it'd be fun. But
what, like the seedy stuff?
No, just like Hollywood.
Dude, why would you not? It sounds amazing.
Does it?
I am kind of like,
really?
As if you're not jealous of Leo. I mean, I would update his rules about the age for my own personal preference, but like other than that, his life is awesome.
Yeah, it's true. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but like, look, I think the way you summed it up is pretty accurate. It's like, if you're doing like illegal shit, then you are going to be cast out because it's.
I think these are two golden rules, which I feel are reasonable. There's a lot of other rules, which like one rule is respect consent, which I'm all on board for.
Yeah.
Secondly, I think this is another thing that guys can do is if you hit on someone and they're not that keen, that's the end of that. That should end there.
Definitely.
As opposed to like, oh, I can get him, like if I think that's what leads to most of the problems.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. I think you've nailed it.
Yeah.
And
if you can just do these two things, and also like be mindful of age. 3 rules.
Yeah. So I guess Spacey's out. If he reacted in that way, that's pretty bad. I've got to find that video where he was just like, "Hello, I'm gonna be back." It's like, but part of me also might understand that lifestyle would fry your brain. And I'm not justifying what he's done or anything, but I'm saying like it would, like being on stage, like literally theatrical, like living in the world, your life is portraying larger than life, bizarre characters, right? What else was he gonna do than be like, "Hello, I'm acting"? Like that's all he knows. I
reckon he just needs to be quiet. Yeah, I think like that would be.
But he probably doesn't understand how to, because he's like, no, all I do is stand on a stage.
You know what I would do if I was him?
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Like if a plumber does something bad, what do they do?
But that's because he's not accepting the reality. I think if I was him, this is what I would do. I would lay low. I would try to get into production. I would first of all have no ambitions of wanting to be in front of the camera.
You know what it is?
Yeah.
He has to act like China 100 years ago.
Yeah.
Bide his time.
In fact, what I would do is I would be a ghost producer.
Yeah.
Like I would have other people who are officially producers, and I'd be a producer from behind. I have the experience. I also have like contacts.
Behind.
Now, if he asks, from behind.
Sorry, go on.
Like even his point of like Tarantino and Scorsese, right? If he's asking Scorsese or Tarantino to like cast him, that's a big too much to ask for. But if he does have like, which I don't know, if he has like a decent relationship with them, he could use those connections to like get them, like, I don't know, maybe even like represent talent. There's ways to make money when you already have money and you have a lot of connections.
Yeah. It seems,
you don't have to be homeless. But if your ambition is, I want to be like the fucking lead actor in the new Scorsese movies, like you need to update that vision.
Some people aren't equipped for crisis.
Yeah.
Like when everyone goes through crisis, right? But it's kind of how everyone falls down, but it's like how you pick yourself back up. It's like a set of skills. And it's like there's
part of it is accepting reality. I think he's just not accepting
for
reality.
Sure. There's a million processes that one has to go through to do that successfully. It's like crisis control, and it's like some people double down and don't know how to do it, and they're just like, I'm just gonna go more crazy, and it's like, dude, this is the wrong thing to do. If that means he's like a bad person, maybe not, but some people can't. Like, do you remember that guy? This is such a weird reference, but do you remember that guy? This was ages ago. He was some guy, and he made, what was it? It was a Christian guy, and he made some terrorist famous. He was like, I want this guy to be famous. He kills people in Africa. If everyone hears about
Coney 2012.
Coney, you remember that?
2012, yeah.
And then all this shit came out, like Coney's been dead for ages or something. Like he screwed it up. You know how he handled the pressure?
Coney.
No, not Coney. The guy. You know what the guy did?
What did he do?
He stripped down naked in the street and started masturbating in the street.
Oh, wow.
Not good crisis management.
No. But that is also a lesson what not to do when you go viral.
That's what I mean.
Because, dude, if this podcast got like 10 million views, I think I would get naked and start masturbating on the street.
No, you wouldn't, because you have good crisis management. And we've had crises in this organization before, and we've managed them well. True. Because we know how to do that. I don't know. Maybe it's just a skill some people have, and I don't know what the reality is. But like that Coney guy, man, he did not handle that well. Yeah, just like in the streets of San Diego.
If the dead Coney handled it well, because you gotta think about it. He also got famous overnight.
But I
he's just like a regular warlord in Africa killing a bunch of people. He's like, bruh, there's people in Brooklyn that are mad at you.
But wasn't there some controversy? Like it was like, bro, Coney like bakes bread for the organization.
He's just like
Coney's a baker, bro.
He was just a baker, and all of a sudden you're famous for being a warlord.
Like that came out, they were just like, bro, you didn't do your research, man. Like Coney was like actually did the dishes for like the Khmer Rouge or whatever the version.
And 2012 YouTube did not have fact check.
No, it didn't. Like I almost, but again, I think that guy's that guy's my brain's not working. His ambitions, his heart was in the right place. He was like, I'm trying to expose and make famous this like war criminal. So he had the right thing in mind, but it's like, dude, now you're running around naked, all oiled up.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, that's because he went viral. Like, no one listened to him. He was a guy that, like, not even his parents were paying attention to. And then all of a sudden, the entire world. And it's not even, you don't even have the experience of, like, oh, things go viral and things go bad.
No.
It's one of the first things ever to go viral.
But what I'm saying is, each person inherently has it's on a spectrum of capability to handle crises. And crises can be anything. It can be getting really famous, getting cancelled, being hated massively, being loved massively, being proven wrong, whatever it is, like breaking your foot's a crisis. It's like they're just a spectrum, right? How you handle it, and I think that like some people
I think a key in handling it is understanding the situation, because a lot of people can like understand the situation and analyze their current predicament in the wrong manner.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
So like, and I think Spacey is one that he doesn't know how to handle it. He's just like, I just looked up how old he is, dude. He's 66.
Yeah, he's 66.
So he's like, grew up with, Dean Martin being like, Mambo Italiano. So he's like, no. You just have a cocktail and...
Yeah, dude. Like, he grew up in a time when roofing was banter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm not excusing I'm not saying he's not guilty or anything. I'm saying what he's going through, he probably deserves. But, it's like a context of someone's life, and if they're able to change with the times is a big factor. And he obviously has not done that, bro. He's probably just he's been going to tuxedo party to
And
tuxedo
listen,
party.
when he says I'm homeless,
yeah, he's not homeless.
he's not homeless. Like going from a hotel to a hotel is not being
No.
homeless.
And also, if
dude,
you're
homelessness is. I was watching a video today where like some dude in Arkansas was playing GeoGuessr. You know GeoGuessr?
Oh, yeah.
Where you have to guess where this is.
Oh,
so he
yeah.
randomly was like in India, and he's just like trying to figure out where this is. He figures out it's India.
I love that game. I love that game.
There's a guy in the middle of the road while like traffic is blazing, and he's fast asleep. And this dude from Arkansas is just like, I need to understand what this man is doing over here, because I did another one a couple of days ago and he was still there. Now, is this his home? But this is a difficult place to call your home. I mean, you can't even switch from one side to the other without getting run over by a truck.
There's some levels of poverty that are just shocking. You know, you know what is
That
good though?
guy is homeless.
You know what I think is this is such clickbait. It's kind of infuriating as well because it's like what do they call it? It's the opposite of rage bait. It's almost like empathy bait. But there's this guy from like Scandinavia that goes around India, and when there's a guy, it's nice, it's sweet. And there's a guy that's like really, really, really homeless, like sleeping in a ditch. It like looks like he's about to die. And he just walks up to them. And they're like, yeah, they're sleeping. They freak out. And he goes, come with me. And then he like sits them on a chair, shaves their beard and shaves their head and shit, washes them with shampoo, like fully, gives them new clothes, gives them a nice meal, puts a little necklace, flower necklace around him, and then goes, okay, that's see ya. And it's obviously like one gesture and like it doesn't help him practically, but like for that 1 hour, it's heaven. And it's like,
it would be.
So it's kind of nice. And he was saying that like, he was saying he puts it all the views and money he makes, he's starting some charity to feed people in like these poor parts. So it's good. He just kind of, you know, I hope he's not siphoning the money off. It's very clickbaity because it's kind of like, I think he's being legitimate, but you know, like, you know, it's like
Some people are.
you know that thing. Have you seen those videos where someone goes up to a homeless guy and goes, "Hey man, I'm giving you $500," and the camera, they're just holding a camera in their face, and the guy's just like crying, like, "Thank you, man." He's just like, "Yeah. Can you say shout out to Big Lord 101?" It's like, shout out to Big Boy 101, man. It's like that's not a reason to do. You shouldn't film charity unless you are making.
I mean, if you film charity,
only if you're
then
making,
you can get more donations.
That's
that
the
way.
thing.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't like. So if you're giving someone $100, you shouldn't film that. But this guy's trying to make a company to. I don't know. What's your take on that?
On like publicized charity.
Yeah.
I think the golden rule is that you should only publicize it only if the publication helps the process.
That's right. That's right. And don't call it the Kevin Spacey organization.
Yeah, don't call it the Kevin Spacey organization.
Or the
But
Coney,
you know, like,
or the Coney organization.
I was watching this was an interesting point. I was watching like a TV interview of like one of these guys who has like a big charity in Pakistan. He does like a lot of work. And so the interviewer was asking him like, what makes someone like you? What makes someone dedicate their entire life for other people?
Yeah.
And he was saying, and he said something which I still think about. He was like, oh, every family has those people. We're not special. He's like, what do you mean? He's like, okay, well, you can judge this. When you get a pizza at your house and there's one slice left and you have a bunch of kids, couple of kids are going to try to get that pizza as soon as possible. One of the kids is going to back off and he's like, I'm going to let these guys have it. That kid has the potential to run a charity organization.
Exactly.
He's like, it's built in him. He's like, it's not like I am doing this. Like, this is how I instinctively react.
Yeah.
And so like when you say, oh, you're doing all of this, like, I don't know what else to do. Like, that's just the sort of person I am. And I noticed that these sort of people exist in every family.
Yeah.
And so like there's no achievement. That's just how I thought it was an interesting point.
Yeah, that is an interesting point.
Do you go for the pizza or do you let it be?
When there's like, what, 5 other people?
Yep.
In my family?
Yeah.
I am, depends how hungry I am. Like if I'm not, yeah, it depends how hungry I am.
So for this guy, it wouldn't depend how hungry he is.
Yeah, I'm not, if I'm hungry,
He
bro,
would feel extremely shit and sad if he ate the pizza.
nah, if I'm hungry, I'm getting in there.
Yeah.
But then, but if I'm like a little bit hungry, I'm happy to wait. And potentially not get any. It really depends on my appetite, so I'm not that principled. Like, if I'm really hungry,
So
I'm
you're
like,
not that person, is what he's saying.
Nah, I'm not. I'm like, I think I'm I think I'm charitable, but like, yeah, not like, it's like, man, if
But there's a charitable in the sense like, I take some money from my earnings and I give it to charity.
Yeah.
And then there's this kind of charitable, which is like, I'm going to dedicate it, like Mother Teresa kind of thing. I'm just going to dedicate my entire life to this.
I think that takes a specific kind of person, and it's like pretty amazing if you can do that, you know? Yeah, like, yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's really heartbreaking seeing some of that homelessness. It's like, dang, it's brutal.
It can be brutal.
It's crazy, man.
What is even more brutal is when you're around it so often that you just tend to ignore it and you even forget it's around. And when you catch yourself doing that, that's
crazy.
Brutal.
Yeah.
Hey, okay. Here's a choice of segments. Choose one of these.
Yeah.
Either we talk about the impending war in Venezuela,
okay,
or we talk about a surprising benefit of weed, as studies have revealed.
Weed.
I knew it. So there's a surprising benefit that they've discovered from smoking weed, which unfortunately doesn't apply to either of us. It's exclusively for women.
Oh.
And the thing is, they've done it because it's been legal in quite a few states now. They have like good sample. And what they've discovered is that weed before sex helps women orgasm 30% more. In fact, they're saying that if you're one of those women that never orgasms,
try smoking weed.
You have a 10 to 15% chance of orgasming after smoking weed and having sex.
Crazy. I kind of can see that, because if you do smoke a bit of weed, sex is better.
For me, no, but I have noticed it in other people where, first of all, like I've noticed that like smoking weed before for women makes them hornier. I've noticed that.
Right.
The orgasm, I never quit until the job is done. So weed or not, that's something I focus on in my life.
Yeah.
So maybe that's also the case. But I don't think for me, it makes my performance worse if I'm high.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. Interesting. Dude, that's pretty good for women, though. That's a mad.
First of all, when I am high, I'm like not thinking of sex. I'm thinking of like, I don't know, watching conspiracy videos and eating Cheetos. It just does not put me in a sexual frame of mind.
Infowars. Infowars.com.
Infowars.com. I have a boner for Alex Jones. But no one else.
Yeah, okay.
But it does help you, but you are a woman. We've discovered that.
Yeah, exactly. So that's probably why I feel like it has that effect on me. Damn, that's sick.
Hey, we don't do the Jordan puppet thing. Should we ask Jordan what he has to think about that?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I'll. Yeah.
You ask or me?
Jordan, I'll ask him and I'll record his answer as well.
Okay,
you know
do both.
Jordan, what do you think about the fact that weed has some benefits, including women being able to orgasm better?
Mm-hmm.
Weed is for losers. I don't even know why you're still talking about weed. Weed is for absolute losers, and in fact, orgasming is for losers as well. If you want to have a successful life, you must give up on orgasms. In fact, give up on any kind of fun. You need to feel miserable all the time. Interesting point, Jordan. Interesting points.
It's so harsh, just ripping on him. It's not here.
Hey,
but
maybe he watches.
He probably does. That probably would be his take. You know, he cracks me up. He literally said to me once, he was like, the Simpsons joke where it's like, religion, friends, family. These are the three foes you must vanquish.
The cardinal sins.
Yeah, if you want to be successful in business. And he literally was just like, it's kind of true though. I'm like, oh, dude, when you're literally carrying out the deeds of Mr. Burns, I don't think I'm not sure.
But like the man runs self-help seminars. While we're talking shit,
I know, he's doing
he
it
is
now.
literally trying to convince South Australia that focusing more on work and less on fun is going to revolutionize your life. You know what's fun? Being successful. That's fun.
True.
But I can tell you one thing. After looking at that man, it is not fun. Like, if he is an example, it is not fun.
Fun would not be the word.
In fact, he was happier when he was poor, don't you think? Like when he was eating that lentil for like 3 months straight.
Lentils.
He was like having more fun in life.
You're like, I mean, I guess it's a thing of like more money, more problems.
Yeah.
But like, bro, look, they're great seminars. It's spot on, but he's the man. The man definitely works hard. But the thing is, I guess there might be an argument that he has to work hard now because it's just like when you have a company, I guess it's like you got to like keep things rolling.
According to him, you have to keep chasing it. You can never be complacent.
Yeah. He said it's like as soon as you look away, it's gone. Like that's hard. That's tough. That's hard. I honestly admire it.
I think it just depends on like your personality,
what level of success.
I think it's good for him because I think
was always
he could not have been a loser, dude.
No, exactly. He
would have like killed himself. I think.
Yeah, I think he was always going to be successful. He was always going to be like, because he's got that energy, bro. It's just like you could put him in like a black room with like, you know, some wood, and he'll just be like, I'm going to start designing furniture, and he'd probably do it well. It's just like some people just have that it's like I think he loves the process of doing it, just doing stuff. Whereas like I like
the process of not doing stuff.
Still a process.
I like the process when you put the tools down and you put your feet up.
It's so annoying, but it's true. I'm such a he always said that too. I'm made to sit on like crates in Croatia drinking little tiny coffees and be like, and the thing about the government is...
Or, you know what you were meant to be? You were meant to be Prince Harry. Yeah. Not the first in line, but just one of those like family members that has inheritance and comes to Christmas parties and makes things awkward.
I am the living embodiment to disprove the theory of money doesn't make you happy. It's like, it's all I need. Like there was this great meme I saw, and it's like this guy, and like there's a missing piece of the puzzle, you know, it's like in his head, and he's like, what's the missing piece of the puzzle? It just says $1 billion. Like obviously like friends and family, you don't need money for that, but it's like, man, I got that covered. I need that. Whereas ironically, Jordan wears Kmart clothes. He likes burnt steak. He doesn't really enjoy the frivolous things. I suppose flying business is frivolous. So that's one thing. But like, other than that, I don't think there's huge luxuries he needs for. Like he's not something he strives for. You know?
Dude. Apparently, he told me like a couple of days ago, wherever he was like, I'm a refugee, and I was like, why do you keep saying that? It's like, because I have to share a bathroom with 3 people, and I was like, why are you doing that? He's like, this is what I have to do in life now. I was like, Jordan, what the fuck are you talking about? And he was like, I think the booking manager booked him an accommodation, which he had shared bathroom. And I did tell him, I was like, Jordan,
that's unsafe.
You've earned a private bathroom. You don't have to do this. Like, this is my life.
Yeah, but this is the thing too. He likes, like, you know what his ideal life would be? Vietnam POW camp.
Yeah. He wants to be in the gulag.
Yeah. He'd thrive in the gulag. Because it's like nice, simple life, you know.
All right, look, last segment. I know some of you may have wanted to do Venezuela. We'll do that because I've been researching on that. So we'll do that next pod, which will happen in a couple of days, so you don't have to wait too long.
Yeah.
But let's end with this. Do you know the Harvard professor Larry Summers, who's on Epstein files?
No.
So there's a Harvard professor who was the big dog of Harvard. He wasn't just the professor. He was not their dean, but like something close to that.
Right.
Anyway, so he was on the Epstein files. And not only was he on the Epstein...
Wait, did they release him yet?
No. So he was on the Epstein emails that got released before.
Oh, yeah.
And what he was doing was... this guy's so lame. So he's obviously a nerd who probably doesn't get laid. And so his entire chain with Epstein was cringe, which was like, he was like, how do you get women? And Epstein was like, you just go so confident. He's like, but I can't do that.
Oh my
God. And then he goes like, okay, the other day I went up to her and I said something, I can't remember what it was, but it was really cringe. She didn't respond. No interest detected. Like, so it was just like one of the worst email conversation you can have.
It's so bad.
And so this got exposed. He teaches at Harvard as well. So he came out to his class and he said he started this class with like, there's some damning information that's about to come out. I want to say I'm extremely embarrassed by it. I wish I had never done it.
Right. That's the right way to do it.
Hence, as a consequence, I'm going to be stepping away from my public appearances, but I will continue to teach this class because I've made a commitment and I'm going to do that. And he says that and then he goes into his class lecture. Right after the class ends, someone comes in and is like, yeah, he's not going to be teaching this class. Also, he's not going to be teaching any other class. You have different people coming in and he's going to be going home. So what I feel bad for this guy is, I don't know exact details. Shit. I don't know but he's getting canceled, bro, for being a nerd. What he did Epstein was his like pickup boot camp artist guy.
Isn't it insane that this professor emails Epstein, life over? Trump, the president, emails Epstein. No problem.
No big deal. No biggie.
What is going on?
I mean, he's going through some problems himself.
Yeah, true.
He wished Epstein didn't exist.
Yeah, of course. But for being a nerd, I mean, okay, here's a question then. Just by being associated with Epstein at all, is that cancelable?
In my view, it shouldn't be. Was this
gentleman aware of his crimes?
Yes, he was. In fact, he was emailing him right before Epstein's final thing got exposed and he got arrested and killed himself.
How do they know he was killed himself? How do they know that? How do they know that he knew about his crimes?
Well, because Epstein's crimes were public before. He got into trouble. He was going through a court case for for soliciting a minor or something.
This guy.
No, Epstein.
Oh, and he continued to email
in 2019. And he was continuing to email Epstein until very recently.
I think he's done. You might have to be done for that. It's over. You can't be complicit. I think it's
I guess that is the thing that is getting him canceled.
Like if you're like it's fine. It's like, bro, that's bad.
But
you're defending him.
No, I'm not defending him. I'm not defending him. But there are those guys, dude, that it's impossible for them to get laid. Of course, but why a Harvard University professor doesn't have the riz.
Yeah, but why?
So he's gonna. Who do you ask? Your friends.
But what? Why a sexual predator criminal though? Why not?
Okay. Well. Okay, admittedly that you don't want to go to it.
Ask someone else.
But who else? That's his skill set. You're trying to get laid. You're not going to go to the guy that runs the charity.
The charity guy might be doing just... That is not a good person to ask for advice on women, bro.
The guy that has a private island and has sex with every woman that you...
Yes.
Look.
It's still not the right guy. That's still Put it this way, that guy wasn't leading the life of a Harvard professor anyway. It's like asking a bloody NASA astronaut how to cook pizza. It's not relevant.
Yeah, I'm just playing devil's advocate. It is particularly after
he's done. You can't okay, I can feel a bit of sympathy. It's but man, he picks up. It's how desperate are you, bro? Come on.
Harvard University professor, very, very desperate.
Ask Chomsky. He's been married his whole life.
Dude, Chomsky.
He's been married his whole life.
Yeah, but Chomsky is also on the list.
On the list?
Yeah, Chomsky.
Can you imagine if Chomsky's I want to pick up more?
Have you heard Chomsky's response? So this is about maybe 10, 15 years ago. No. He's doing a lecture on I don't know, some Haiti issue. And some guy gets up and says... Professor Chomsky, as the authority on modern day linguistics, I wanted to ask my question is, how does one pick up in this modern day and age with their oratory skills? And Chomsky's response to that was, I'm going to be honest with you. I've been out of the dating game for the last 85 years.
Pretty good response.
So I think you might have to go elsewhere to get more clarity on this question.
All right. Chomsky was the wrong call. Not Chomsky. Maybe anyone else apart from the pedo, you know?
Yeah. I suppose he didn't know he was a pedo.
You just said he did.
Well, there was a case against Epstein where he was he was accused of soliciting 17 years and 10 months to 10 months.
Did you watch John Oliver? It's like when you have to start using the months describing someone's age, it's pretty iffy.
Yeah, I know. But like, no, you're right. But I'm just saying, like, I can look. I'm in this weird position of like, because of this podcast, and we don't want to have a circle jerk. I have to literally defend pedophiles.
Yeah, Jesus
so I'm gonna move away.
Yeah, this is what happened. There's only 2 people. It's hard. Jordan usually wings that.
Yeah,
that
Jordan
part.
usually does so much for that, and we can just be like, Jordan, calm down. You can't be serious.
We're like too sensible. We need him. We need him.
He's just like, Jordan's like, no, I'm not crazy. My opinions aren't crazy. I'm just saying that the wrong side won the Civil War, don't you think?
Oh God, yeah. Exactly.
We miss you, Jordan.
South shall rise again.
All right, everyone. Now we're gonna end this on where we're going now, Miss. What is about to happen?
Dang it. Back in play.
We're about to go. We're about to go see AC/DC. This was supposed to be with Jordan, but Jordan again is not here, so he can't go.
Sucks.
So one of the patrons is actually going. We had to pick someone random from our Patreon to go, and who's going is Vish, and we chose him because he's been sending memes to us. Quality memes about the podcast. He listens every time, and we thought it was fair that we chose him. Next time we have something, we'll choose someone else.
We can give back. But I'm pretty keen. Never seen him. Let's be real. We're
going to a concert with someone that we've technically never met.
I've met him.
You've met him?
Yeah.
Oh, where'd you meet him?
He actually kind of potentially was going to do some editing work for us, but it fell through because it was like I met him in a car park of a KFC. And we were on our laptops, and I was like, "God damn, computer's not working." I'm not joking. That's how we met.
So we're gonna do that. So we'll give you an update of how the concert was and what we discovered.
We'll do a full review next episode. Yeah.
Thank you everyone for joining us. We will see you in a couple of days. Bye-bye.
Bye.